Hello, today I'm taking a look at the Wii U Miiverse community, which is called Nintendo at E3 2014, which is where people are posting all their hopes and expectations for what Nintendo are going to do at this year's E3. I find it a little bit ironic that it's called Nintendo at E3, because Nintendo are not going to be at E3, they're once again doing a digital presentation, basically another Nintendo Direct. Although yeah, they are doing a Smash Bros tournament there, so they are going to be there, I guess. So let's have a look, see what people are saying. I've already had a quick look at this, by the way. There was one post in particular, see if I can find it, which just made me laugh when I read it, which is the reason why I'm doing this little video now. There it is. Lassie64 is excited for a new Shrek game. I mean, is there a new Shrek game in the works that I just don't know about? Or I don't know, I just thought it was really funny. Also, that's a great drawing of Shrek. Anyway, so let's have a look, see what some of the other comments are talking about. Super Mario Sunshine would look great. I agree, it probably would if they released a HD Super Mario Sunshine, although I've realised now from the Wind Waker HD that I do have like this massive collection of games, and it's the amount of games I buy these days, I barely play like half the games that I buy. I mean, it's ridiculous, so the idea of paying like 40 quid for a HD version of a game that I already own, I could actually play at any point, is like really unappealing. But I guess, you know, I mean, it's, those remakes and stuff, really, they're for people who are like new youngsters, like buying the Wii U, that's their first Nintendo console, and yeah, it's a good opportunity, because those games are really good, and they deserve to be played by lots of people. Give Ness please, says Yuzu. Carly, Star Fox was made for the Wii U. That'd be good, a new Star Fox game. Dibs, I wish Nintendo would announce the end of region locking. Yeah, right on. Batman. Batman. I didn't know Batman was on the Wii U Miiverse. I mean, how has he got that name anyway? Batman. You think that would be taken? Anyway, whatever. Make a game that makes the Wii U better than the PS4. I don't know what that'd be. Can you imagine a game that would make the Wii U better than the PS4? I mean, in my opinion, the Wii U is better than the PS4 at the moment. I can name... Oh man, what games can... The PS4, like, name a game that makes the PS4 worth buying a PS4 right now. I played Infamous Second Son for a bit, and I haven't got a PS4, I've played it at my mate's house. I thought it was good, I thought it was fun. But not amazing. Then I played Watch Dogs for a bit, which again I thought was a good game, but I thought not as good as Infamous. I mean, I was surprised by exactly how bland Watch Dogs was. I played it for like a couple of hours, and it struck me as, if I had to sum it up, I would say it's Grand Theft Auto 5, except with all the personality removed, and then they've taken the heads-up display from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and plastered that over it. And so yeah, so you drive around a bit and then shoot some guys, and like you can do the phone where you like make bollards appear in people's faces and the cars crash into them and stuff, and you can like make transformers explode. And when I say transformers, I mean just like an electrical grid thing. I don't mean like a Michael Bay's Hasbro Transformers. That would be amazing. So I almost slipped back into my dreamy voice then for a second. Please announce 3DS and U connectivity and Mario 64 too. Mario 64 too? That's such a weird request. I don't know, I mean there have been 3D Mario games since Mario 64. I don't know what specific qualities of Mario 64 this guy's asking to return. Does he want just a castle as a HUD? Or does he want it to look like really bad early, like mid-90s 3D? I don't know what he wants there. Zachariah has drawn a picture of a strange face with exploding fire out of its mouth that says hype. Yeah, that pretty much sums up E3. Carly says, oh sorry, Khalil. Honestly, we will take anything Zelda, Metroid, or well, either of those, please, lol. Wii U making a huge comeback, now lead the pack with an announcement with one of those games. A lot of people just requesting sequels or new games in franchises that already exist. I mean, that's fair enough, to be honest. I'd be excited. A new Zelda's been guaranteed pretty much, and everyone's expecting, including myself, that Nintendo will show a trailer or something, or maybe even like a gameplay demo of the new Zelda. So that's pretty much guaranteed. I'd be very surprised if we don't see that at E3. And yeah, I would like a new Metroid or a new Star Fox. It'd be good. What I'd like to see in, and this is like, you know, if I had to pick one franchise, and this will probably not happen, and there's no indication that it will. I'd like to see a new Castlevania, a new Symphony of the Night style Castlevania, but on Wii U, because the Game Boy Advance had a trilogy of Castlevania games like that, and then the DS had a trilogy of Castlevania games like that, and they were all brilliant. And the 3DS has seen nothing. The only Castlevania game we've seen on the 3DS has been Castlevania Mirror of Fate, which was like a sort of in-betweeny game for the... God, I can't remember what they're called, but the Kojima Castlevania games. Called Castlevania something of something? Is it Mirror of Fate? No, is that the 3D? Anyways, but yeah, so it worked really well. Basically, like a full like production of a new Castlevania game would be great, and you could have the map on the touchscreen on the gamepad. It would be brilliant. I wonder if we'll see anything concerning Miyamoto's new IP, says John Moss. I didn't know Miyamoto was working on a new IP, but that would be nice. More games on Virtual Console and prices will be more reasonable. Yeah, I would like to see that. It blows my mind, the Virtual Console. If you look at the Wii U's Virtual Console now, you've basically got 3 platforms: NES, Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance, and I think I haven't counted, but there's like maybe 20 games, maybe less in each one of those categories, which is really odd. You think that the Wii U Virtual Console would have launched with at least the full Wii Virtual Console. You thought, I mean, I don't see what the problem is. The Wii U has like a Wii emulator on it. You can press a button on your Wii U and then you go into like the Wii interface. It's a full, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like having a Wii emulator on the Wii U. So, you know, all those past Virtual Console games that got released, all the like, you know, NES, Mega Drive and just, you know, N64. Why aren't there any N64 games on the Wii U Virtual Console? I mean, they've already... It just doesn't make sense. We should have at least the entire Wii Virtual Console on the Wii U. Nintendo, I don't know why the Virtual Console releases are so slow and spaced out. And they're really unusual as well. I mean, they've done some good ones. They released Earthbound, which was a really smart move. I've picked it up. I played it for a while. It is a little bit... I'm finding it a little bit too dated for me. And to be honest, the game really kicks my ass as well. I'm having to do a lot of grinding, and sometimes I lose my track of like where I'm going and what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyways, that's beside the point. I was talking about, some of the unusual, and some of them, the games they have released have been quite good. So like Mega Man X and like stuff that people will definitely want to play. But like, there are just hundreds of games they could just release them all. Someone will buy them. I can't imagine it costs that much unless it's like a licensing thing. Anyways, Sanek says, as much as I love the regular Nintendo franchises, I think it would be wise to offer more online multiplayer games like Metroid FPS, Hunters vs Pirates vs Chozo vs Federation kind of stuff. I actually couldn't disagree more. That's because I hate online multiplayer. I'm just not interested in it at all. And if Nintendo announced a new Metroid game and it turned out to be like a sort of like a Titanfall of Metroid, I don't know. I wouldn't do anything, but I'd be disappointed. I'd just sigh and say, "Oh, Nintendo. Why? Yeesh. Yeesh." What's this guy doing? Dookie face. Yeesh. So many remakes and HD re-release requests. What's the matter? No faith in Nintendo. That's weird. Making any good new games. I guess so. But like, how can you ask for a thing when you don't know what it is yet? I don't know. Miku-chan says, Square... Look at how sad the Miku-chan's knee looks. You probably can't see it because I'm filming this on my phone and it's really small. Square Enix, Capcom, EA, Konami, Namco, Bethesda, Xseed Games and Rockstar Games all have no love for Nintendo. That's quite... Here we go. And about Diane, on our way to E3, and then it looks like a picture of Knuckles riding a pterodactyl with a stickman balancing on its nose, and then in the background, clearly, a Shrek. I mean, so that's 2 people now who have referenced Shrek. There must be a new Shrek game coming out, unless it's like me, they've like all listened to Richard Herring's Leicester Square Theatre podcast, and in that podcast, Richard Herring makes repeated references to that you can improve anything by putting a Shrek in it, not the Shrek, just a Shrek. But there's no reference to that in the comments, and just 17 people gave it a yeah. I'll give them a yeah as well. Why not? There you go. Yeah, because it has a Shrek in it. People asking for Mario Party 10, removing region locking. Which is straight. I've seen a couple of posts asking to remove region locking, and it does make sense. One of the things I like about the PS3 and the Vita is that it's not region locked. One of the first things I did with the PS3 was import a Japanese copy of Disgaea 3, and it was great. But on the Wii U, I don't know of any games that I would like to import. I'll have to look into it. Maybe there's some just awesome games in Japan on the Wii U that I've just never heard of. Xenoblade 2 release date now. So that's Miku-chan again. I've read another one of her posts. Xenoblade 2. I didn't think Xenoblade 2 had even been announced, so asking for a release date is a bit premature, isn't it? Here we go. This will be good. Jim the SG, I don't know what that means, has posted something, but then tagged it with spoilers. View post. Well, let's see now. I once posted a post to the Wind Waker HD Miiverse, and the post was there is a boomerang. Tagged that with spoilers. So let's see what this is. How can he spoil E3? I mean, here we go. View the post. Ice Climbers text adventure. Alright, fair play. Zimmy G here wants a Star Fox game in the style of Mass Effect. I'm not sure what he... Right, so... What would that be? Star Fox Mass Effect? Does he want a Star Fox game that has, like, dialogue trees and romance options and stuff? Or does he want a Star Fox game that has, like, a really epic plot and you have the ability to go to different planets that you want, or does he want all of those things? It's a Star Fox game in the style of Mass Effect, or does he want a Star Fox game with human characters who you can customize the look of the characters, and a Star Fox game in the style of Mass Effect? Wow, no, yeah, I would buy that. Was this guy doing something else when he typed this? There are 2 Mario Kart 8... Sorry, I've just got a low battery warning on my phone. Let's get rid of that. There we go. There are 2 Mario Kart 8 DLCs coming. They're teasers everywhere, but the first DLC is free. It's a car, the Mercedes-Benz GLA, and second teases throughout the game in Royal Raceway. There are posters that say Women of Racing, and it has a Birdo on she, not a playable character in the game, but this suggests that there is DLC coming. That'd be good. Don't forget the Undead Motors logo on the loading screen that has Dry Bowser's face on it. Also the Dry Bowser statue in Dry Desert, and watch the cups position when you choose there is space to add more cups. Oh, that's never happened before. It's not like there was a Waluigi stage in Mario Kart 7. This comment contains spoilers again, TJ. Come on. Don't forget Namco Bandai was in the honourable mentions in the credits, so Pac-Man will also be DLC. I don't know. I mean, having played a lot of Mario Kart 8 now, I'd be happy to pay for DLC, but really all I'm interested in is new tracks, new playable characters, not really too excited about. Brandon, Paper Mario 5 for Wii U. You know, I forgot about the Paper Mario series for a bit, because the 3DS one was, it didn't look very appealing to me. What I heard about the 3DS Paper Mario was that the story had been downgraded a lot, so it wasn't very important, the story wasn't very engaging. Mario no longer had all those interesting partners that you got paired up with from the previous Paper Mario games. And also, I think it's, you don't get XP from fights at all now. Everything's based on stickers, and you power your character up using these stickers, so it's less like a traditional RPG. Which to me removes the point of, if you're not gaining experience from fights, then you might as well just avoid as many of the fights as you can, because, what's the point? I mean, I'm not saying the fights in RPGs aren't fun, but, there needs to be a reward, there needs to be a point of playing the fights, because otherwise, yeah, you do get that mentality in your head, if I'm not getting anything out of these fights, if I'm just using up the resources that I've got, then I might as well just avoid the fights. So, for some reason I started thinking about the DLC from Borderlands there. I think, what is it called? Mad Moxie's something, where it's an arena, but while you're in the arena you don't get experience. I mean, what's the point? Junyi, the Wii U would be perfect for STR games. Have I talked about this comment already? I can't remember. But yeah, STR, by which I assume you mean strategy games, I agree. The Wii U would be really good for strategy games. Let's go on. Crisps. I really hope Nintendo announces something amazing this E3. Yeah, that'll be good, that, Crisps. Because Sony and Microsoft, but he's put a $sign for the Microsoft, so take that, Microsoft, are really going for it. Would a first-person Star Fox work? Who's he asking? Well, 2 people have replied. Maybe we'll get the answer. Would a first-person Star Fox work? Actually, in terms of what games we know of for Wii U, PS4 and Xbox One, I'd actually say Nintendo have the most going for them. Of announced games that could be shown, Nintendo already have a Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors, there's something to get excited about. Dynasty Warriors Zelda, I'll probably play that. X Bayonetta 2, Yoshi and Shin Megami Tensei, Crossfire Emblem, which, God, what is that game even going to be? When that game got announced, SMT Crossfire Emblem, I assumed it would be a 3DS game, but it turns out it's like a full-blown Wii U game. What is it going to be? I mean, I'm pretty excited. I love myself some SMT, even though the only game in that entire franchise I've ever finished was Persona 4, which it's one of the best games I've just ever made. It's so good. And like, with so much to look forward to. Persona 5 coming out in Japan at the end of the year. Then there's Persona Q, which is like a cross between, well, it's not like, it is a cross between Persona and the Etrian Odyssey series, which is, that's just going to be amazing, surely. And then there's like a Persona dancing game coming out, I don't know. So, whatever this Shin Megami Tensei Crossfire Emblem is, surely that's going to be really good. Although he hasn't answered the question of would a Star Fox first person work. Maybe I should answer the question, would a first person Star Fox work? Okay. Here's how I feel about first person Star Fox. Yes. Yes, it would. David Devoid says Killer 7 for 3DS. Why not? I mentioned I did a top 10 GameCube games once, and I mentioned that Killer 7 wasn't quite in my GameCube top 10 because when all said and done, it's not very fun to play. Though it's really like a strange, like unique game. Why on the 3DS and why Killer 7? I do not know, but yeah, you know, you get it, yeah. Philippe, RPG Maker on 3DS, please. Okay. In fact, RPG Maker would look really good on 3DS. I just realised the 3D effects on those like 16-bit style RPGs. It would look really nice. Yeah, and it would work well with the touchscreen integration. He's actually got a really good point there. RPG Maker for 3DS. Yes, please. Rashid. Please, Nintendo, I want to see something like the achievements and trophies on the other consoles, but than on the Wii U, with Nintendo flair. Yes, please. A lot of people are like against achievements and trophies. They say they encourage behaviour in players that they otherwise wouldn't do. You know, if the achievements weren't around, like you have achievements that's like play the game a week after launch, and it's just to encourage people to hold on to the game and not trade it in, or play the multiplayer 100 times. You know, to anything. You know, just to extend the play window. But not all achievements are like that. A lot of achievements are like really good and fun. I'll try and think of an example of an achievement that's good. And I can't off the top of my head. But anyways, but they are, and I enjoy them. I mean, I even enjoy Steam achievements, and Steam achievements are just completely broken because there's nothing to stop people cheating and just unlocking the achievements for themselves. I mean, they're literally worthless, but it just adds a layer of fun to things, and like, it just depends on how you use them. And if you don't get like completely obsessed with them, you can just, if you can just stop playing a game when it's no longer fun for you and say, well, no, I'm not going to start chasing achievements, I'll just stop now, then there you go. I mean, there's just nothing wrong with them. And I'm sure if Nintendo were to take on an achievement or trophy style system, that they would do something fun with it. They always find a way to do, yeah, to take something established and put their own little twist on it. I mean, yeah. That would be nice, and I'm sure that whatever Nintendo's next console will be, whatever it is, the Fusion, whatever rumours are flying around, it probably will have an achievement system. Or will it? I mean, Nintendo. Godzilla in Smash Bros. Says Starman. Okay. Oh, here we go. Tagstar just noticed he's raised a good point. Nintendo internal memo. Star Fox for 3DS. And Wave Race HD, brilliant. I haven't played a Wave Race since the one on 64. I think there was one on the GameCube called Blue Storm, but I never got around to playing it. But I really enjoyed the 64 one. I thought it was good. I even went out of my way to like put in that ridiculous code so I could ride on a dolphin. That was brilliant. Yeah, go on, yeah, or Wave Race. Right, I think this is probably the best comment by Gabor. I don't know, I can't pronounce his name, but he's winking. And he's basically managed to sum up the entire community in this one post. It says, I want, then quote marks, insert game that came out when you were 10 years old here, end quotations, on the Wii U in HD, with online, 3DS connectivity, and a jar of Nutella. Perfect, thank that, yeah, that's getting a yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, that just sums it up.